Hey guys, welcome back to Mindset Managed and welcome back to the Confidence Building Challenge. Today we're talking about mantras, and firstly, let me just do a disclaimer. I don't want you to think that I mean like, I'm so great, I'm so powerful, like those kind of mantras or affirmations or anything. Like, I believe that they do work for some people, but I also understand that positive thoughts and just saying what feels good, like, it's a bit wishy-washy. I understand that, but bear with me here. This is what I think about mantras. I see mantras as a way of changing the channel. So obviously inside of our heads we're thinking, I think it's something like upwards of like millions of thoughts a day. So if you're thinking that much and say a lot of it is negative or it's affecting your mood and you're just doing it without awareness, then one, you're just, allowing that to happen to you, and two, it's not good for you, is it? So of course something like a mantra is a way of switching the channel, changing the channel and saying, okay, I understand and I'm aware that I'm thinking bad things right now, and I'm going to cut through it and change the channel by implementing something else, basically. So I see it as a way of reframing your thoughts, thinking about things in a different way, and using something that feels good to replace that horrible feeling thought that you were having. Does that make sense? Our inner voice, our inner dialogue, our inner critic, whatever you want to call it, is constantly self-sabotaging us. It's constantly telling us that we have no right to be confident because we are this, we are that, we are losers, we are stupid. Anything that is horrible, our inner voice seems to be able to say it right at the perfect times, doesn't it, to tear us down. So instead, one, you need to first, like I say, get aware of that inner dialogue. Two, you need to stop it in its tracks. And three, you need to kind of replace it with something else. And that's where I think that the mantras come in. The right kind of mantra can be really empowering, and that's the whole point of it. It's meant to give you something that you never had before, a feeling of confidence, a feeling of certainty, a feeling of security and safety, something that makes you feel like you are not at the mercy of the world in a way. Okay, so I believe that a good mantra, or if you don't have to call it a mantra if you don't want to, you can call it anything, but a good mantra is one that has a strong emotional component and one that's very personal and very specific to you or the situation or the thought that you're trying to replace in your head. You need to actively and consciously rewrite the script that is going on and playing throughout your mind. So it's about stopping for a second, okay, and thinking, okay, so I'm stuck in a loop of calling myself stupid. So instead, I'm going to replace it with the mantra that I know that I am learning every single day, and that is all I can ever do. Then that is something that's not just wishy-washy silliness. It's very specific, it's very personal, it's something that's true, so you can't dispute it, and you'll be like, okay, so I'm not stupid because I am trying to work on my knowledge and my confidence in my knowledge, and that is all that I can do. So for a good mantra, a good affirmation, a good statement or saying or new thought that you want to think, you need to kind of mix it up between I am statements and you are statements. Some people find I am statements much more empowering, other people find you are statements much more empowering. It's totally up to you, so you need to experiment and find what works for you. So you can say I am learning new things, I'm working on my knowledge every day. Or you can say you are learning new things, you are working on your knowledge every single day. So it's kind of like I am when you're talking to yourself, or it's like you are as if you're some external presence speaking to you, coaching yourself and being kind to yourself where you've caught yourself being a bit mean to yourself. So like I say, play with each of them, see what works for you, but find a specific, emotional, personal and empowering statement that works for you. Have one that you wake up thinking about every day, one that you go to sleep thinking about, one that you use throughout the day when you're feeling anxious, one that you use when you're feeling unconfident, one that you use just when you catch yourself in a thought process. Keep experimenting, keep trying new ones, rewrite the script if you need to, but use your mantra as your way of bringing your confidence and your control and your certainty and your awareness back to yourself, because you are in control, not that inner voice. Here's today's challenge, guys. Bye. Hey guys, today's challenge, should you choose to accept it, is to create a badass confident dude mantra. So this means like a word or phrase or whatever that you think is so badass, it makes you feel badass, makes you feel confident. The thing with mantras is that it can't just be anything that you've read online before. You need to make it mean something to you. It needs to be powerful to you. It needs to be personal to you. And that means it needs to have an emotional component that you actually feel and believe in. It can't just be be whatever, like I'm some awesome dude. You need to actually say something that means something to you. So it's like, I am a resourceful, powerful, strong mother. Then that helps you to realize that you as a mom are an amazing person. Something that's specific to you. Mine can be that I trust myself no matter what, and that means that I can get through anything like I have done before. So that's really personal, it's really specific, and it helps me to know that yes, life won't always be easy. Not everything that I do will always be easy or work out. Things might actually, like, you know, shit might hit the fan, but you know what, I trust myself to get through it like I have done before. So that is a real good mantra that I've used for myself. You can adapt it if you want to, and I hope that you have great ones. Please share them with me on Twitter, on Instagram, on the comments down below. Help other people to think of ideas if you don't know them yourself. So please get involved, and hope that it really works for you. So I'll speak to you tomorrow, guys. Bye.